When I was in college, there was going to be a demonstration against a nuclear power plant called Seabrook. And my friend Arnold was going to go. And for some reason, I decided not to go, or I couldn't go, or I don't know, I had a test or something. I don't know. But Arnold said, "Can I borrow your sleeping bag?" Because I had a sleeping bag that was a pretty good sleeping bag. It cost like $100 at the time, which was a lot. And it was, down, and it was my favorite sleeping bag. I liked it. And so I lent him my sleeping bag, and he went to the demonstration. And then when he got home, I said, "Where's my sleeping bag?" And he said, "Oh, there wasn't enough room in the car that I got a ride in. So it was put in a different car. So I got to figure out where it went. But, it's another car." And I'm like, "Okay, I just need my sleeping bag." And he's like, "Yeah. I'll figure out where it went." And Arnold, like, I don't know, makes a phone call, and nobody knew where the sleeping bag went. Like, it was gone. No one knew whose car that was. No one knew where it ended up. And, there was no sleeping bag. And I was like, "Arnold, you should replace the sleeping bag that I gave you." And Arnold said, "It's not my fault that they lost the sleeping bag." And I was like, "Well, Arnold, I gave it to you. It was entrusted to you." And he said, "Yeah, but there was no room in the car. Like, they were like, 'We're going to take this in this other car and then we'll get it to you.' And they didn't. And they lost it. Like, why should I pay for the sleeping bag when they lost it?" I was like, "Arnold, I don't even know who them is or they is. I don't know any of these people. Like, it's not my fault." And he said, "Well, I don't think I should pay for it." I was like, "Well, I don't think I should pay for it either." And we got into a fight. We were not seeing this the same way. And finally, I just said, "Look, since one could argue that it's your fault, you should pay like half of it. And since one could argue that it's my responsibility, it is not your fault, I'll pay for half of it. So how about we both pay for half of it?" And he said, "Okay." And we did that. And, I was okay with that, I guess. And then, like, recently, I brought this up and he said, "Kaveh, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did that. That's absurd. Like, obviously, I should have paid for sleeping bag. And I don't know what I was thinking, but you were right." And I was like, "Thank you."